What is going on, man? What is happening? I apologize humbly, because this I was supposed to stream earlier today, but let me do the intro here. Welcome to J Powell Music, everybody. I'm your host, Jarrell, and be sure to follow me on the YouTube. Click on the subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell so you can get updated when these episodes arrive. And this is a Twitch video recording, I should say. And I am going live here. It's originally, I was supposed to go live about 8:30 in the morning. Unfortunately, some things happened. Wasn't able to do it. So for that, I apologize. I have to figure out how I'm going to approach this when it comes to the stream, because I do like doing the live Twitches. I do like giving you guys, that extra stuff there, or being on Twitch in general and talking about music. It's something that I do like doing. I do like doing it. It's very difficult, I think, when it comes to life and being an adult. So without further ado, let's talk about Music Friday, man. So just briefly discussing Music Friday, there wasn't a whole lot. There was a few things that I did definitely check out. So we're going to jump right into it, have this conversation here. Again, if you're new to the Twitch, hello. I'm still trying to figure out the schedule, but if you give me a follow, really would help me out. I'm trying this experiment where essentially I do I do a segment on Twitch, which is the Music Fridays on a Saturday, where I discuss the music that came out on Friday on Saturday. And I've been trying to do that in the mornings, but a lot of stuff has gotten in the way. So bear with me. But if you believe in me just talking about music and whatnot, chatting, and if it entertains you, most importantly, definitely be sure to follow me on Twitch here. I will have videos in general on here. So without further ado, let's kickstart this. So when it comes to the music that came out, we're going to first go to Spotify and discuss the music that released that I give a hoot about. And let's see if Spotify gives me something that I did listen to, because I listened to a couple of projects. Didn't listen to that, but single of A Boogie with a Hoodie with Roddy Ricch. I'm going to be checking that out. That'll be on the list, definitely. This is why I can't stand Spotify. Okay, so let's just go to YouTube Music. YouTube Music, I like quite a bit. Obviously, it's a mess from just the user interface is very messy, but it gives me better algorithms. So let's jump right into it, shall we? So the first thing, Fair Exchange, No Robbery. This is a Nicholas Craven, who, if you're not familiar with Nicholas Craven, he's a great producer. He has worked with people such as Ransom. He did a collaboration project with a few different artists, such as Stove God, for instance, a few other people as well. And he's a great producer. So he did a project with Boldy James, which actually was a pretty solid album. I actually listened to this in its entirety. Fair Exchange, No Robbery. Really good project. And the one thing I really like about it is that, Boldy James, he's known to work with Alchemist quite a bit. He's worked with, he has about, I want to say at least 3, if not more, albums with Alchemist. When it comes to, Boldy James. So this is the first one that I know of where Nicholas Craven has worked with Boldy James on a full project. But this is a really solid album. I like it because the beats that Nicholas Craven makes for Boldy James really had, I feel like it kind of motivated him just to kind of push the envelope a little harder for Boldy James. And Boldy James does a really good job. I'm actually really impressed with Boldy James after this project. He continues to deliver on pretty dope lines. He still has his smooth groove tone there. And then one of the things that he does that I just can't do is, even as an artist, I feel like the things he's talking about are 100% real. That are 100% real. And I just can't, it terrifies me. Terrifies me that he does that. But anyway, really solid project there. Definitely check that out. Fair exchange, no robbery. The next project that I've checked out, let's see if YouTube Music finds it. I haven't checked out this one yet. The Flea Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Willow's got an album that came out. G Herbo. I haven't gone to this yet, but I hear this is very good. Survivor's Remorse A side. I hear it's one of his best projects. Quavo and Takeoff have a project that just recently came out, if I'm not mistaken. Only built for Infinity Links. Haven't checked it out yet. It's on my radar. Grip came out with another album, which I'm curious. I wasn't the biggest fan of the last album that he released, so I'm wondering if this one's any better. I haven't had a chance to go around to check it out as of yet, but it did came across my antennas, if you will. But one album that I did want to discuss, that I did listen to, is Broken Bells, Into the Blue. This is a really good album, guys. I'm actually really happy with this album. I actually listened to this to its entirety. So when it comes to Broken Bells, this is a duo group. It's a mixture of Danger Mouse, and it's a mixture of the lead singer of the Shins, and they've been working on music for a long time. The last album that came out, I want to say it was about 10 years ago. Right? Great project for that last album from Broken Bells. And I was curious to see what I was going to get with this. From the last Broken Bells, I think there's a couple of songs on the last Broken Bells that I think was a little more upbeat. This one has a different style. Like it's the same Broken Bells signature, but the music in its entirety is different. I personally think though that this is a better written album than the last one, and the last one's very good. So if that is any determination on if you should listen to this, I highly recommend it, because I recently I did a review, a brief review on a Disheveled Cuss album, Into the Couch. If you like that album, you're gonna like this a lot as well. So I highly recommend it. This one's kind of cool. It's got a mixture of like some Billy Joel vibes, BG vibes, and then the lead singer of the Shins definitely delivers with his vocals and just really neat lyrics and everything. It's definitely a vibe. Into the Blue. It's funny, the one song on the album I probably care less for is probably the first song, Into the Blue, and it's not a bad song at all. I think it's just the most least interesting to me. So, but great album, highly recommend it. Long songs, but great for a drive, great for just chilling, laying back, listening to some music, maybe some type of slow party or get together, if you want to think about when to play this music. But yeah, Broken Bells, Into the Blue, very good project. Let's see what else is on the chopping block here. Vinny Paz released a single, Slight Rebellion off Madison. Have to check this out still. I know he has an album that's coming out very soon, which I will be listening to and doing a brief review as well. I'm a huge fan of Vinny Paz. I'm a huge fan of Jedi Mind Tricks as well. So if that's any indication whatsoever, but I'm a big fan of him. Have been for many years. So I will be doing a brief review on the album, and obviously I'll be checking out that song as well. So that is definitely on the list there. I talked about Freddie Gibbs already on his album. It's a pretty good album. It's not his best in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people are blowing it up probably for media reasons. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's the best thing that he's released. It's my personal opinion. It's a good project. It's a good project. But Bandana is Bandana. Bandana is fantastic, and obviously Pinata is Pinata. Let's see. That is about it, guys. I don't think there's a whole lot else that released. If I'm missing anything, let me know. So if obviously this will be on the YouTube as well. If there are some albums that came out that maybe you think that I would like, let me know. Put it into the comments under the YouTube channel. I'll definitely take a look and check it out. And if I see any that are worthy of doing a brief review, I will be more than happy to do that. But I did want to get on here a bit just to first apologize for not being on earlier today, but then also just share with you guys a couple of those albums. So yeah, the biggest talks of the town for me is Broken Bells and the Nicholas Craven Boldy James project. I listened to those fully, and they've been on rotation for some of those songs on there. So definitely. But again, be sure to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Definitely would appreciate that. Definitely going to have more content coming out to you guys. And I'm going to sign off here, but just wanted to deliver a quick video for you guys. And you'll hear from me again. So thank you so much. Have a good weekend.